In pop music, certain songs resonate deeply with fans, despite never being released as official singles. In this video, we'll look at 10 of the best pop songs that were never released as singles. August by Taylor Swift. Featured on Taylor's critically acclaimed 2020 album Folklore, August is part of the album's teenage love triangle, narrating a tale of fleeting summer romance from the perspective of the other woman. The song's smooth production combined with Taylor's storytelling captures the nostalgia and melancholy of a love that was never meant to last. Despite not being released as a single, it became a favorite with fans and critics. Its popularity was further evidenced during Taylor's Eras Tour, where it became a highlight performance, solidifying its status as a standout track in her discography. It is one of the most streamed songs of Taylor's career, accumulating 1.3 billion streams on Spotify. After Hours by The Weeknd. Serving as the title track for The Weeknd's 2020 album, After Hours is a 6-minute journey through the beautiful and tragic world he has been creating since the beginning of his career. The song seamlessly blends elements of synthwave and R&B, creating a haunting atmosphere that mirrors themes of heartbreak and longing. Although it wasn't released as a single, it received widespread acclaim for its innovative production. There was even a snippet of it in his Super Bowl halftime show performance. After Hours encapsulated the story that was told on the album and became one of The Weeknd's most memorable tracks. It has now become a cult classic, managing to accumulate more than 1 billion streams on Spotify. I think it is one of the best title tracks of all time. Speechless by Beyoncé. Speechless is a smooth and sexy ballad from Beyoncé's 2003 debut solo album Dangerously in Love. The song highlights her vocals with a slow-burning melody that exudes passion. Despite not being released as a single, it became a fan favorite and started the lane Beyoncé would delve deeper into later in her career in her self-titled album era. The song exemplifies her transition from Destiny's Child to a solo artist capable of exploring deeper and more personal subject matter. It is one of my favorite songs of all time, as it gets me floating every time I hear it. Runaway Baby by Bruno Mars. From his debut album Doo-Wops and Hooligans, Runaway Baby is a high-energy funk pop masterpiece that highlights Bruno's undeniable charisma. The song is about a player who just can't commit. He even performed the song during the 2012 Grammy Awards with his James Brown-esque dance moves. But Runaway Baby was never released as a single. Its blend of classic funk influences, infectious energy, and a smooth vocal performance made it a timeless classic. It also has decent streaming numbers, especially for a non-single, reaching 520 million streams on Spotify. It remains a staple in its live performances, proving its lasting appeal. It's a fun song that shines on stage, but he went into the next album cycle before it had a chance to become a single. Ribs by Lorde. From her debut album Pure Heroine, Ribs is an emotional deep dive into the bittersweet nature of growing up that solidified Lorde's legacy. It instantly became a fan favorite, and its popularity has grown over time. Despite not being released as a single, it has become one of Lorde's most streamed songs, with over 688 million Spotify plays. That speaks volumes about the emotional connection it created with listeners. Her fans often describe it as one of Lorde's most relatable songs. It's a coming-of-age anthem for her generation, encapsulating the beautiful moments of youth. While songs like Royals propelled her to global superstardom, Ribs cemented Lorde as the voice of her generation. Honeymoon Avenue by Ariana Grande. Opening her debut album Yours Truly, Honeymoon Avenue sets the tone for Ariana's journey into pop superstardom. The song is a blend of doo-wop and modern R&B, showcasing her amazing vocal range. Lyrically, it uses the metaphor of a car ride to explore a troubled relationship. Although it was never released as a single, it remains a fan favorite as she still performs it on stage. Its harmonies give it a timeless quality, making it one of her standout songs. It's a masterclass in blending old school influences with modern production, and it is a highlight from Ari's early career. It showed her potential before she became a global superstar. Normal Girl by SZA. SZA's 2017 album Control was packed with raw, relatable tracks that explored love, insecurities, and identity. From the album, Normal Girl stands out as a fan favorite that was never released as a single. The song is a heartfelt confession of longing to fit societal ideas of a normal girl, whatever that is, while still yearning for authenticity. Lyrically, SZA talks about being hurt, saying, "This time next year I'll be living so good, won't remember your name, I swear." Musically, it's smooth neo-soul production, and SZA's ethereal vocals makes it a standout track in her discography. Despite never being released as a single, Normal Girl became a cult classic. In my opinion, it is one of SZA's best songs ever. She kind of followed it up or contradicted it with Special from SOS. Happier by Olivia Rodrigo. When Olivia Rodrigo released Sour in 2021, the album quickly became the voice of a generation. While hits like Driver's License and Good For You dominated the charts, Happier quietly became a fan favorite. The piano-driven ballad has accumulated over 1.2 billion streams on Spotify, becoming a sleeper hit. It captures the bittersweet complexity of wishing an ex well, but not too well. The song's hauntingly simple arrangement puts Olivia's voice front and center, allowing her raw emotion to shine. Its massive streaming numbers further solidified its status as one of the most beloved tracks from Sour, even though it was never released as a single. Into the Groove by Madonna. Madonna's Into the Groove is often talked about as one of the best dance tracks of the 1980s. Surprisingly, it was never officially released as a single in the US, making it ineligible to enter the Billboard Hot 100. Originally featured on the soundtrack to her film Desperately Seeking Susan, the song became an anthem for the decade, a celebration of music, dance, and self-expression. Although it was a chart-topping single in other countries and received massive radio play in the US, its absence from the official singles list in America didn't diminish its impact. It is still her best-selling single. To this day, it remains a quintessential Madonna track, embodying the energy and creativity that made her a global icon. Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. When Abbey Road was released in 1969, Here Comes the Sun immediately stood out as one of the album's most beloved tracks. Written by George Harrison, the song emerged as a beacon of hope. Despite its popularity, it was overshadowed by chart-topping singles like Come Together and Something, and was never officially released as a single. The band was on the brink of breakup, and their focus wasn't on promoting individual tracks, but rather on managing internal disputes and fulfilling their contractual obligations. But Here Comes the Sun has become the group's most legendary song, and its popularity has only increased with time. In 2021, it became the Beatles' first song to cross 1 billion streams on Spotify, and is now sitting on 1.4 billion streams. Which great pop songs that were never singles did I miss? Tell me in the comments below.